Who could tell me what today's date is? Aubrey.
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. Who could tell me the month? Did you get a haircut, Aubrey? No? Your hair's just behind your back. Oh, okay. It looked like you chopped all your hair off. It must have been the way it was sitting. Who could tell me the month? Zoe.
The month is December.
Tuesday, December. Who could tell me the number for the day? Who could tell me the number? Vita.
2020.
That's the year. What's the number that goes before that? The number for the day. Danica. Not the 5th, but the 15th. So yesterday was the 14th. Today's the 15th. Only 10 days till Christmas. 10 days, that's it. And in numerical form, that would be 12, 15, 2020. Numerical form. Alrighty, you know what we're doing. This week we're going over some sight words that we've learned throughout the whole school year. Remember this big stack of sight word cards? We're going through a couple a day. So yesterday we went through the words through, where, down, and night. Okay? Today we are going to go over, this is one of Mrs. Cooper's favorites. Who could tell me what word this is? What word is this, Charlotte?
Old.
This word is old, that's right. And the hand motion is O-O-O-D. Old. That's right, this word is old. Good job. All right, what is this word? Aubrey. Great, yeah. This word is the word great. Remember, when we're doing great, it's G-R-E-A-T, great, right? Like you're like cheerleaders. Woohoo! Great. It's great. Today's a great day. All right. Ooh, who could tell me what this word is? Who could tell me what this word is? Brock.
Sentence.
Sentence. And remember when we did sentence, we wrote it out. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. Sentence. Woo! That's a long one. Let's do a different one. Ooh! Who remembers what this word is? Acacia.
First.
First, remember, and first means like you're number one. So F-I-R-S-T, first. I came in first place at the baking competition. That is a true story. That was many years ago, though. Back when I had time to bake. Okay, so now, today, we are going to talk about a new skill in phonics. Some of you have touched base on it a little bit. So we touched base on it just by doing magic E rules. But you know what that means. We gotta travel to Letterland.
Let's go first.
So I have a question, and I'm going to get some hands that go up. How are y'all going to travel to Letterland? Give me a hand raise, and I'll call on you. How are we going to travel to Letterland? George, how are you going to travel to Letterland?
Elf.
You're going to travel by elf? By magical elf? Oh my goodness, I love it. Anyone else? Amina, how are you going to travel?
The horse.
You're going to ride a horse. Whoop, whoop. Darren, how are you going to travel?
Roller skate.
Say it again.
Roller skate.
You're going to roller skate to Letterland? Dude, these are so fun. Cameron, how are you going to travel to Letterland?
Santa's sleigh.
You're going to ride on Santa's sleigh? Ho, 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 ho. Love it. Acacia, how are you going to travel to Letterland?
Ride on a reindeer.
You're going to ride on a reindeer? Which one? Dasher, Dancer, Comet, Cupid. Which one?
Donald.
Donner? Or Donald, you know a different reindeer. Cool. What else? Charlotte, how are you going to travel to Letterland?
I'm gonna travel by riding my bicycle.
By riding your bicycle? Oh, I love that idea. Pedal, pedal, pedal to the metal. Who else? Broccoli.
I'm gonna ride Rudolph.
You're going to ride Rudolph? Well, his nose will shine nice and bright and you'll be able to see where you're going. All right, I'm going to take two more friends. Jack, how are you going to travel to Letterland?
I'm going to teleport.
You're going to teleport? Beam me up, Scotty. Bloop. I teleported. I love it. Zoe, last one, girly. How are you going to travel to Letterland?
I'm gonna ice skate.
You're going to ice skate to Letterland? Wow, I love all of these Christmas themes. One. Da, 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 da. I think I'm going to dance to Letterland personally just because I'm in the mood to dance. And my husband and I watched the Nutcracker yesterday. All right, time to go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Let's all go to Letterland. Let's all fly to Letterland. Let's all jump to Letterland and meet with all our friends. Let's all ride to Letterland. Let's all hop to Letterland. Let's all drive to Letterland and meet with all our friends. And meet with all our friends. See you there.
Alrighty. I like to eat bananas.
Hello.
Okay. So, what we are talking about today, okay? What we're talking about today is, oh, there it is. No. Okay. We are going to be talking about something called hard C, which makes a K sound. And we're going to talk about something called soft C, which makes a S sound. Okay? So, if I have this here, when Clever Cat enjoys being turned into a hissing snake beside Blue Magic E. Oh, I gotta make sure everyone's muted. Don't forget to mute yourselves. Okay, so when Clever Cat, she enjoys being turned into a hissing snake. Do you see her? She's a hissing snake beside Blue Magic E. Then she hisses just like Sammy Snake for words like fence, office, and scenery. Okay? So this is the soft C. This is hard C, which says k, clever cat, starts words like cat, clock, and cup. So we're going to go over a couple of those words now. These are tricky, okay? So for example, if I wrote this nonsense word on the board, okay? If I wrote this nonsense word on the board. Oop, that's not a nonsense word. This nonsense word. What would you sound this word out? What would it be? Brock?
Rick.
This would be Rick. That's right. This is Rick. But when you put the blue magic E on this, it's not Reich, which this should make this say its name, right? This word is not Reich. This E changes clever cat into a Sammy Snake hissing sound. So this word is rice. Can everyone say rice?
Rice.
Rice. So this is the word rice. Good job, Alice. That's right. Rice.
Rice.
This is the word rice. So for example, some words that I can think of that have this CE rule. Okay, one would be rice, right? And then this turns into Sammy Snake. It turns into a hissing sound. Rice, okay? Who could tell me what this word is? Raise your hand. What word is this? George, what word is this?
Toy.
What word is this, George?
Trace.
This word is trace. That is right. This is the word trace. Now, if I just wrote it like this as a nonsense word, you'd sound that out as track. But with the E, that becomes trace. Okay, so the E makes the A say its name. And with magic E, it shoots sparks on C and changes it to a Sammy Snake sound. Good. Oh, we already did rice. Who could give me another word that ends with the CE? Who could give one to me? Cameron, give me one.
Spice.
So spike, that has that S sound.
No, I said spice.
Spice, like the spice you put on something. Yeah, that's one. Good. Ice. Good. And this changes with those magic sparks to spice. Good. Who else could give me one? Alice.
My name.
Alice. Right, but remember, Alice, you definitely have the C. So this is a good one today, Alice. Because you have the C that says the S sound. But in this case, for Alice, the E doesn't make the I say its name. It still says it. But this does say, this sends the shooting sparks back to make the C say the sound. Alice. What else? Aubrey.
Ice.
Ice. Right, ice is one. Ice. Right, it shoots the sparks back. This makes the I say its name. Ice. What else? You all got one. Zoe.
Nice.
Nice is one.
Oh, and is it face?
It is face. That's what I was talking about because you're doing a lot of I ones. So, yeah, it's face. That's what I was thinking of. Face. So there's, where did I put my cards at? Oh, there's the word face. Here we thought of ice, right? Oop, we also thought of nice. Good job, guys. There is a couple other ways with a soft C, and they come at the beginning of words, like CI words are always S sound, and CY words are always S sound, but we're not going to talk about those yet. But I wanted you to pay attention that sometimes at the beginning of words, like at the beginning of CI words or CY words, it says S also. Okay, so the C also turns into the Sammy Snake sound, but like for CA words, it's still K, or Ka. For CO words, it's still Ka, and then for CU words, it's still K. So just wanted to kind of give you that little bit of awareness that sometimes too, when it's sitting before a CI or a CY, it says S as well. Okay, so for your, real quick before I read your story and then I can answer a question, for your seesaw activity, and I want to go over it for phonics just to make sure that you understand what we're doing. I apologize for not logging in yet, and then we'll read our fun story. I don't think it's assigned yet. Week 18, Thursday. There it is. Okay, so today what you're going to do is you're going to first, on page 1, you're going to sort the picture cards that have a hard C, like candy, or a soft C, like pencil. Pencil has a soft C in it, okay? Then on page 2, you're going to sort the words that have a hard C, like age, cage, to the hard C side, and then soft C makes the sound, like city, or nice, or scent. Okay, so all of those are going to go here. All right, and that's all you have to do for seesaw. Let's go ahead and read our story for today real quick.
Miss Cooper.
Question, yes? I cannot hear you, sweetheart. What are you saying?
Yeah. Said in 11 days it's going to be hard.
Ooh, cool. All right, I need everyone to mute themselves in 3, 2, 1. We can talk a little bit at the end, but we have to get through this lesson. Okay, and don't forget I'm recording too. All right, today the story we're going to read is Olive, the Other Reindeer by J. Otto Siebold and Vivian Walsh. Olive, the Other Reindeer. Every day, Olive took her daily dog walk, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Today was a winter's day. It was the holidays. There was music playing outdoors. People were singing along, Olive, the Other Reindeer. Olive was too shy to sing. She hummed. Back at her doghouse, Olive was wrapping presents and listening to the radio. She heard that same song again. Olive, the Other Reindeer, went the song. Olive, the Other Reindeer. Oh, Olive, the Other Reindeer, Olive sang along. Olive the reindeer, said Olive. I thought I was a dog. I must be a reindeer. It was that time of year when all reindeer reported to the North Pole to help Santa Claus. Olive put her scissors down carefully and marched out the door. So Olive the dog thinks she's a reindeer because they say all of the other reindeer. But she's thinking they say Olive the Other Reindeer. And then 2 buses. Did I skip a page? Nope. She went out the bar. And then 2 buses. She got there just in time. Santa was checking his list for the 2nd time. Elves were busy helping the reindeer and loading the sleigh with presents for all of the good girls and boys. Everyone was getting ready to go. Olive took her place. Santa noticed that there was a little dog in the lineup. Santa knew a lot about dogs. For instance, they can't fly. But as it was time to go, he decided to give Olive a chance. Comet, the biggest reindeer, used a piece of extra ribbon to make sure Olive was tied in safe and tight. Now they were ready to go. So she's going to fly with the reindeer. What? Olive was surprised. It was so easy to fly. She thinks it's easy to fly, but she's really tied up by what? She's tied up by ribbon, right? She's like, this is easy. The other reindeer were very curious about the new helper. They looked at Olive so much they weren't watching where they were going. Uh-oh. They're not watching where they're going. Crash! They flew smack into the top of a too-tall tree. Oh dear, said Santa. My sleigh is stuck in this tree. I'll have to cut it free. Olive clung to the side of the tree. She tried to fly up to help Santa, but she could not. She climbed up slowly and started chewing. Chewing sticks was something Olive could do well. Thank you, Olive, said Santa Claus, as they got back on their way. They had not traveled far when Olive's nose began to twitch. Olive smelled trouble. It was the smell of gumdrop candies as they fell from the sleigh. Drop, drop, drop. Olive barked and Santa knew what to do. He steered the reindeer down and around so that all the gumdrops fell. Plop, 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 plop. Back into the sack. Man, thank goodness Olive is there. Else they'd lose all those gumdrop candies. They'd be stuck in the tree. We were very lucky to not lose a single gumdrop, thought Olive. Then she heard a strange sound. It was a musical note. She spun around on her string to see the night sky filled with falling flutes. Olive had to howl louder than the wind instruments. This was not music to Santa's ears. First gumdrops and now flutes, thought Santa. That tree must have torn a hole in my sled. Prepare for an emergency landing, Santa instructed. The sleigh landed in a snowy field full of flutes. Luckily, Olive was very good at fetching sticks. It is something dogs love to do. Before Santa had finished patching the hole in the sleigh, Olive had returned each and every flute back to the sack. Ho, 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 said Santa. We're ready to go. They were running late, but after a while, all the good children received their presents and Santa had his team headed home. That's good. They patched the sleigh. They were almost home when they got caught in the dreaded North Pole fog. The reindeer slowed down until it was only the breeze that moved them along. The fog was as thick as a pillow. It made everyone sleepy. Then Santa remembered something about dogs. They're expert smellers. Then, Olive, I'd hate to be late for breakfast this year, he said. Mrs. Claus has planned a parade of cookies. You can almost smell them, can't you? Olive could smell the cookies. Olive, won't you guide my sleigh this morning? Asked Santa. Olive moved to the front of the reindeer. She's going to guide the sleigh because she's a good sniffer. She's got a good smeller. Thanks to Olive's nose and Mrs. Claus' baking, they made it all the way back to the North Pole. All of the elves sang out a cheer. Hooray! Hooray! Santa and the reindeer and the little doggy are back. Back Back at the North Pole, it was a glorious morning. After eating lots of good food, it was time to open presents. The reindeer got jump ropes and the elves got toy trains. Santa reached into his toy sack. There was just one present left. It was for Olive. It was her very own set of reindeer antlers. They fit perfectly. Then everyone went outside to play reindeer games. The end. Good story, right? Olive the other reindeer. Well, real quickly, and then I'll send you on your way for your seesaw activity.
Cooper?
Nope. Hold on one second. Let me get through this, please. For your seesaw activity, what you are going to do is on page 1, there's a read aloud of the story again if you need it. On page 2, what you're going to do is there are different problems in the story. I want you to write in what Olive did, what was the solution that Olive came up with to solve all of the problems. So that's what we're doing for our activity today. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me.